Okay, I'm back, y'all, in Divinely Grateful Risings. Listen, real quick, this ain't even an episode. I just had to come on here and share this. And I might actually switch it and just do a video about it. Um, but I guess it kind of goes with what just happened, right? So I had pulled up. I was next to sleep. I slept on this, told y'all last night, I slept outside of these apartments last night. And so didn't feel like I was in a bad spot or anything. So this morning, of course, I didn't have my alarm set for this morning like I do through the weekdays. So I was like, well, I was laying there and all of a sudden, y'all, I heard somebody say good morning. And so I wasn't really asleep. I had just kind of rolled over and was just laying there because I was finna get up. I had just woke up. I was like, I'm finna get up. And I just lost my train of thought. I was gonna get up and come to the park where I'm at now. And so, y'all, kid you not, there was this man, the older gentleman. He was like older Mexican gentleman. And so he stopped and he was like on a walker, y'all. He was on this little walker thing. And so, mind you, I'm parked like halfway down the block and there's no entrance to go into the apartments on this side, right? So he stopped and he was just talking to me and he was like, oh, you from California? And I was like, yes, sir. And he was like, oh, I used to live in San Francisco. And he was like, I was like, oh, I'm from further. I was like, I'm from, more south in California. He was like, oh, San Diego. And I was like, yes, sir, that's where I'm from. And he was like, I used to live in San Diego. He was like, I used to live in Imperial Beach. Mind y'all, I used to live in Imperial Beach when I was a kid, when my stepdaddy was in the military. And so I was like, oh, okay. And so he was like, yeah, he was telling me about this car he had and how he was driving a lot of different places, Pennsylvania and Chicago, just talking. And he was like, I have one daughter. And then he was saying, like, y'all, I cannot make this up. He was like, I have one daughter and she's getting ready to go on vacation to Alaska. If y'all follow me, oh Lord, I gotta chill. If y'all follow me, if y'all be on the lives with me, yesterday, was it yesterday's live, y'all? I think it was yesterday's live. We was talking about going to different places for vacation. And one of the places that we were talking about was Alaska. And I was like, oh, I'm not to go to Alaska. I was like, it ain't nothing but ice up there. And so I was just like, okay. So anyway, he was like, yeah. So he was just like, I'm 81 years old. And he was like, sometimes my memory. And I was like, oh, it's such a blessing. And he was saying his birthday was in like 5 months. And so I was like, oh, that's such a blessing, to make 81. Congratulations. And then he kind of was talking to himself in Spanish to, so he could remember stuff. And he was like, he was just talking. And then he was like, okay. And I was like, it was so nice talking to you. And he walked off. And so you too, he walked off, right? And so I looked in the mirror, y'all, and he was walking super slow because, like I said, he was on a walker. Y'all, I looked up and I saw him in the rearview mirror. Y'all, I cannot make this up. I saw him in the rearview mirror, and I looked back at my phone, and I was like, let me go ahead. And I was like, I grabbed my phone, and I was like, let me go ahead and go, you know what I'm saying, since it was already 8 o'clock in the morning. Y'all, when I looked back, that man was gone. I turned around. I didn't look all everywhere. Y'all, the man was gone. And it wasn't nowhere that the man could have went. Y'all, I'm talking about I didn't look up. There's nowhere that man could have gone in the time it took for me to see him in the mirror, put my head down, look back. No way. So I just want y'all to know that angels are real. And he reminded me a lot of my Uncle John Henry. We country, John. And and I thought, I was sitting here and I was chopping up with Spirit now, and I was like, John, I was like, he reminded me a lot of you. Because of course my uncle, he was, until he became an ancestor, he was here in South Texas, and he lived in Beeville his entire life, y'all. His entire life he stayed in Beeville. And so he died last year. John died, or year before that. It may be 2 years now, child. Going on 3. Needless to say, he died on January the 26th, because he died the day before my Uncle Michael's birthday, which is the 27th. And so, yeah, I just want to tell y'all, angels are real. And I know that that's what he was. And I feel like he woke me up, like, okay, it's time to get up, to move. I don't know why I feel emotional, y'all. I feel emotional right now. I got up this morning and I took a bath and got myself cleaned up, because this park has a bathroom where I could actually go in there and take a bath, even though, you know, it's the water you got to push. I don't care, y'all. I was able to take a bath. And now I'm sitting out here. I have a class at 11, but I don't know why I feel in my feet. I don't know. I just had like a wave of emotion that just kind of hit me. Now I'm just waiting on, you know, God, waiting on the next step, the next means to get to where I'm going. So I just want to tell y'all, angels are real. That's it. I'm probably gonna go do a video on TikTok about it. And I just wanted to share that with y'all. Like, the ancestors now, they always around protecting even when you don't know it. Anyway, I love y'all in real life. Angels everywhere. Bye, y'all.